Hello and welcome to Junk Journal July for 2023. My name's Leigh, I'm from Australia, and during the month of July I'm going to create something in my little accordion journal using the prompts provided. These are going to be quick projects that I hope will motivate and inspire you to do something in your own journal every day. This is an open challenge hosted by Meg from Meg Journals. Okay, let's see what today's prompt is and get creative. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you've joined me for day 20 of Junk Journal July. The prompt for today is letter to myself, and I've typed a little letter to myself onto a fake banknote, and I'm going to use that as my focal point in this page. So at the moment I'm just doing a little bit of stenciling. I've done some on the background page, and I'm adding some brown paper over the top and stenciling on the brown paper. The colour of that ink is cracked pistachio. And here's my banknote, and I'm just trying to work out which way to orientate it. And I end up going with long ways because I think it just suits the page better. Now these little fake banknotes come from ArteoMixedMediaArt. So it's a digital kit. I'll put a link to it in my video description box. So I'm just looking through my pre-stamped strips of paper here. I'm just looking for something to pop in there. You know, when you make a heap of stuff ahead of time and then you use a little bit of it and then you put it aside and you forget you've got it. Well, that little stack of stamped papers has been hanging around virtually right under my nose for quite some time, and I thought, oh, I should use some today, so I've used the one that's got the stitching on it. I'm just going to create a little bit of a cluster here to go around that fake banknote. Just picking through my Tim Holtz, I think they're field notes, ephemera, minis, tiny little things. Looking for something that'll fit in with this one. I'm going for that airmail Paravion red one there. I think that fits perfectly with letter and stamp and postage, and I'm sort of trying to work to that theme. And I want that frame to be around the lady's face, so that's why I haven't stuck anything down to the actual page yet. I'm keeping the cluster mobile so I can move it around. The glue that I'm using is art glitter glue, and the reason I'm using it is that brown paper has something on its surface. I'm not sure what it is. It's almost a little bit shiny, and things don't really stick too well to it. I've just got a little washi tape sticker of a blue flower that I popped in there after I eventually got the backing off it. Those things are hard to get started. I had to actually get a needle and pry up a little bit of it. So it did take, it seemed to take forever to get that off, but got it eventually. So I've glued down my little cluster now. And I'm just going to tear off a bit at the top. I don't like the way it lined up with the top of the banknote. So using my Stabilo pencil, I am just going over the frame, and then I'll dampen that so it darkens that up nicely. Just wanted to make that contrast a little bit more against the banknote. And I've got my stamps, my letter stamps, and I want to just stamp the prompt onto that piece of paper. So I'm putting the number on first onto the page itself, so number 20. I used a mixture of upper and lowercase letters when I stamped this out, just to add a little bit more interest to it. Once that's done, I'll separate the words, ink around the outside of them, and then attach them to the page. The colour I'm using to ink them up with is Vintage Photo and whatever else is on the sponge. It's one that I use for brown ink, so there could be a bit of walnut stain and a few other things on there. I'm using a felt tip pen just to add a little bit of a shadow around those words, and I'm going to splatter some white ink onto the page just to finish it off. Just using a fan brush, and I've watered down the ink just a little bit so it will splatter. So just to finish this one off, I'm going to add a little mini brad. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let me know whether you're doing the challenge as well, and if you're posting on social media, tag me so I can see what you've done, and I'll see you for day 21. So happy crafting. Cheers from Australia. Hooroo!